left behind on my 15th birthday by my parents and golden child sister. So I threw a fake party and exposed them. I celebrated my 15th birthday 3 days ago, but things didn't go as expected. On the morning of my birthday, my parents enthusiastically informed me that they had planned a surprise family trip to the Poconos. I was ecstatic since, as the less important younger sibling, I rarely get surprises like this. I was quite happy. However, a few hours later, when I finished packing and walked downstairs with my bags, I discovered that my parents had already left. Only my older sister, Alex, 17F, the golden child, was there for me. She smiled, so I knew something was wrong. When I questioned what was going on, she said I didn't need to pack my things and could go back upstairs to unpack. I assumed the trip had been canceled, but she informed me that there would be no family vacation for me and handed me a sheet of paper with a list of responsibilities. I was perplexed until she stated that my parents and she had agreed that, despite the fact that they had surprised me with the vacation that morning, they had a debate, and Alex believed it would be best for me to stay home and study because our finals were approaching. She, of course, got to leave because she had completed her assignments. If I became bored, I could do household tasks. Then she chuckled and said I should thank her for giving me time to study rather than spending it with our family. I was so wounded that all I could do was inquire where our parents were. Alex informed me that she had already dispatched them to the airport and had stayed behind to tell me in person as a birthday gift to me. She explained that my parents couldn't bring themselves to break my heart, so they let Alex give the news, which she obviously loved. I knew she enjoyed embarrassing me. I returned upstairs with my things, resisting the impulse to cry in front of her. After hearing the front door close, I broke down and cried for an hour. Alex had always despised me and I knew my parents would always support her. But I never expected them to be so harsh, particularly on my birthday. After I cooled down, I became enraged. I had texted my pals earlier, explaining that I couldn't hang out due to the trip and now I was trapped at home alone. So I decided to get revenge at my folks and Alex. I went to my father's office and used his MacBook to discover essential contacts. I called everyone and invited them to a surprise anniversary party for my parents that evening. Because I was only a child, the majority of them agreed to attend, thinking it was charming. I did the same for my mother's contacts, and because neither of them had password-protected devices, it was simple. Then I decided to text Alex's boyfriend on Instagram, inviting him to the party that evening. I also invited my own friends and had them help me decorate the house to make it look like a party. Around 7 p.m., the visitors I had invited began to arrive, but they were surprised to see that my parents were not present. I kept telling them it was a surprise and they'd find out what was going on later. After all of the guests had come and we had taken a group shot, I decided to carry out my plan. I informed the guests where my parents were and how they treated me. I explained how my parents always